Hey, Viking fans, I'm going to talk about the biggest mistake the Vikings could make next in three, two, one. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, leave a comment. We need more Vikings content on the YouTubes, not less. Let's go. Put in the comment. Tell me after listening to this what you think of this take. This is the take that I hear, and it drives me absolutely nuts. This is the moving on from Kirk take, but the worst one. I get people want to move on from Kirk and the reasons behind it, no problem. But this one is just crazy to me. And that is Kirk does not resign, or the Vikings don't want him, either or. And then the Vikings go out, or they trade up, get the quarterback they need, or even stick at second and pick the quarterback they need. And then they go out and get a free agent quarterback to supposedly mentor that rookie. Now, why would you go out and get a free agent quarterback to literally learn the offense himself and compete for the starting job, and he's going to mentor the rookie? That just makes no sense to me. Now, it took Kirk Cousins over a year, even though he was fifth in passing, fifth in touchdowns, 29, one of his best years of his career, we won 13 games. You still could see that the offense wasn't running smoothly. And it wasn't running smoothly. The fumbles and stuff were there, but all that turnovers, throw that shit out. They solved that. The last two games Kirk started, they were looking great. They stopped turning the ball over. They only had one against Kansas City. They almost won that game. The offense was moving, not a problem. The defense started to pick up, whatever. But my point there is he was having a career year when he got hurt. So he has got the offense down now. Now, what you're telling me, if you want to go out and get a free agent to mentor your quarterback, you're either going to be telling him, hey, you're just going to come here to mentor. We're going to start the rookie regardless. Don't think that's happening. Or you're having to come in and compete to start the first year while this guy sits, potentially. But if he wins the job, he wins the job. But we don't know anything about that quarterback. We're just guessing. You're either getting a guy you've worked with before, and there's not many because Kevin O'Connell's pretty young, and Kwesi's hasn't been around the block either. So there's not a whole lot of relationship there with veteran quarterbacks from other teams that come in and mentor the guy and compete. So my point is Nick Mullins, when you see him on the field, this guy knows the offense. He does more line checks and protection checks that you see him, on every play that he was out there, even more than Kirk Cousins did. He just lacked the arm strength to make some of those throws. Plus, he was playing from behind and in wanting to make plays. So he's throwing picks. But there were guys open that he threw the ball. He just didn't have the arm talent to do it. But I think he's smart enough. I think he's got the grasp in the offense. And number one of all, I think he's a team player. Now, you may have thought this thumbnail was about to knock on Nick Mullins as, would be the worst decision we'd make. But in fact, if you are going to go with a free agent or a mentor quarterback, a stopgap quarterback, or a bridge quarterback, why not go with the $2 million dude the last year of his contract, and you you turn over the reins the next year when his contract's done? Maybe you extend him as the backup because during the course of the year, the rookie was ready and you started him. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than going over getting Russell Wilson and saying, hey, here you go, mentor a quarterback. I don't see that happening. Do you want your quarterback mentored by Gardner Minshew? What does he have that screams mentorship. These quarterbacks thrown out there, free agent quarterbacks, these guys aren't mentor guys. Tannehill, someone threw out Tannehill. Tannehill said his job is not to mentor the quarterback. I mean, it's just crazy to me. And apologies if you think it's a great idea, but it's just my opinion. That could be wrong. But if you're going to move on from Kirk and you're going to move up or stay where you're at or move back in the first round, whatever you do to get the next quarterback, which I'm all in favor for, I want to get one, whether we get Kirk or not, whether we keep Kirk or not, I'm all for getting a quarterback. Now, the last thing I want you to do, Minnesota Vikings, Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, Wilfs, is to go out and get a free agent quarterback and have him absolutely do nothing to help guide the new quarterback. I know for a fact, Nick Mullins is a team player. He helped Kirk. He was fine when he got benched. When he got the start back, this guy was a team freaking player. He knows the offense. He just doesn't have the arm talent to take us to a playoff level. So, but you got a guy that is willing to help the team, and he's good enough and smart enough and knows the offense enough that he would be fine, completely complacent in the role of mentoring a new quarterback coming in. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about if we're going to move on from Kirk. Don't go out and get a free agent quarterback. If you weren't anticipating us to win anyways, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Get this rookie ready. Nick Mullins would get him ready. Cue the music.